Hey everyone, I just finished the edit and I realized once again I didn't really do a proper intro, so without further ado, I just want to say that in this video I'm going to be breaking down how I edit Reels for Instagram, YouTube Shorts, TikTok, all the things using Final Cut Pro when I have the opportunity to do that. And in a couple of seconds you're going to see the finished reel that I created and that I'm going to be talking about in this video. So in 3, 2, 1, let's get right into it. Vancouver. A place of incredible beauty, mixed with just the right amounts of city. Buildings, trains, buses, oh, and street music. It's easily my favorite place in Canada. I mean, just look at those mountains. I actually just recorded about an hour and a half of behind the scenes of me editing a reel, only to find that QuickTime, which is an Apple software, Apple product, didn't save any of my screen recording. So I have a great long recording on my camera, but not on QuickTime. So unfortunately, you won't be able to see that. However, what I'm going to do is just cut to sort of the halfway finished reel that I've been working on and just talk you through it. I edit on Final Cut Pro whenever I have an opportunity to do so. So my personal projects and stuff that go on there, just because I'm an Apple user, and Final Cut Pro is, I think, more than caught up now to Premiere, and it's way faster. So that's like the go-to software. Right now, it's not colored. Right now, it's not completely done. There's no sound effects yet, which will be a very big part of this reel. But I just wanted to show you like how I edit to certain clips that I have. So the first thing I did was I sat down and I reviewed an on-camera that I recorded the other day. You can see it here. And just pull it into the timeline actually. My timeline is already set. I don't need 4K. It's filmed in 4K, which is nice because I can crop into it if I want to, but I don't export in 4K, at least not for social media. It's 4 minutes long, I believe. Not even, it's 3 minutes long. And it's just me reading a script. Let me pull it up here. This is the script. Very basic, very straightforward. You want to keep it very simple for a TikTok or for an Instagram script. Really straight to the point, and you're writing to footage. I don't write to the edit because I like to spice up the way that I say things by cutting it in different ways that I just can't think of until I've seen the clip. So I don't write that way, but I do write to like the footage I recorded, what I think is sort of interesting visually. So I know I filmed the plane arrival to Vancouver as well as the general departure. I filmed a map before going because I thought I would make a vlog, which I never posted. I also filmed a lot of buildings, a lot of nature, trees, mountains. I filmed on the train. So all that footage exists, and that's what I was writing to. So the script goes as follows. Vancouver, and I just wanted that to be a reveal, a place of incredible beauty, mixed with just the right amounts of city, buildings, trains, buses, and street music. It's easily my favorite place in Canada, and I forgot to mention, the reason street music is in here is because I was out with a friend, and we happened to encounter street musicians that were incredible, and I think I filmed a bit of it. And I think that could be like a great highlight, because I really like to have a moment in my reels where I completely cut music, and I just have some sound from the location, and that's the only sound you hear. And I think that, because I think that's very punchy. So that's my idea there. I think that's what I would use. It's easily my favorite place in Canada. I mean, just look at those mountains. Again, here's me writing to footage that I know I have. And then to loop it, I thought I would end it with sitting not too far away, Vancouver. You know, because this is more for a Canadian audience as well as sort of for a bit of an American audience. So this is something that they might be able to sort of relate with. Vancouver is not like Hawaii kind of distance. Once the script is done and I've selected like what I want to use, I begin to cut to it. I don't color anything yet. I just cut clips. But then while I'm cutting clips, ideas start to form of like, oh, how can I like animate this clip? Because you always want to have motion in clips, especially short ones. Motion is critical. In longer form videos, stationary shots that you maybe can punch in and Ken Burns or whatever, sure, makes sense. But in TikTok and Instagram and other short content, you need to have consistent flow. It's critical. Otherwise, you lose your audience. So as you can see, just in that sequence, I'm going to go to the first 2 seconds and just play that on screen for you guys. So let's just play that right now. Vancouver. So what you see there is very rapid pans, all in the same direction, and that pan down is sort of the intro, like whoa, don't pause, like this is cool. We got some flashy stuff going on. That's like an immediate attention grabber. Happens in the first like 0.5 seconds, and then from there we have a pan to the location, and it'll be, when I say Vancouver, I think we'll also have like the text on the screen that just says Vancouver. Immediately we're telling people what this reel is about. It's about Vancouver. There's nothing else to it. And we even have a map to point to it. It's probably too fast for you to see the map, but you know it's a map instinctively. So we're giving you visual cues. And then I cut to a clip of me saying Vancouver. I filmed this clip many times, but the clip that I chose was me sort of backing away as I was saying Vancouver. And I think that's because, you know, there's motion in that. And so in the backing away, you know, I was able to animate into that. This was an editorial decision. I probably could have cut this part, but I really wanted to film the flying part because it meant so much to me, and I really want that to be part of the video, which is why, you know, I really needed to, this was like something I spent about an hour on. How do I integrate footage of a plane into this when I only have like 4 or 5 seconds to really pace this out? I don't want it to go longer than 45 seconds is the total length of this video. Vancouver. So how do I do that? Well, I needed to sort of choose one of the more unsexy shots. Honestly, it's not that nice, but it does immediately tell you it's a plane because we see a jet engine for like not even a second, but you know that intuitively it's a plane. It's part of a plane. You know that we are now flying, and then we zoom into that. We have like a little punchy zoom. This is all within 3 seconds, and boof, we're in Vancouver. This is like the only vertical recording I actually filmed there. Everything else is a regular horizontal file cropped in, because at the time, which was about a year ago, I didn't film for TikTok. So I kind of needed to incorporate it. And if you look at the bottom, you can actually see people walking. Again, there's motion here. Cut back to me because I'm the anchor. I'm grounding everything. And you see there's a jump cut there, fully intentional. Again, there's like a cut every 2 seconds, every half a second, all that stuff. It's all there for consistency's sake. You don't want this reel to start to like disappoint people after they've taken 3 seconds, decided they want to watch, and then suddenly the next 3 seconds disappoint them because they're no longer as engaging as the first couple. A place of incredible beauty, mixed with just the right amounts of city. Mixed with just the right amounts of city is what I say. And that phrase, you know, you need some visuals to like go along with that, because now we're 6 seconds in, we've shown a lot of stuff on the screen, and only now is when the audience really goes, okay, now I'm like kind of engaged. Because the past couple of seconds were just like attention grabbers, but now you have their attention. So now you need to like direct that attention with the visuals that complement what you're saying. As I say, skyline or just city, we're sort of panning across the skyline, and then I punch into it very quickly after that, a couple seconds after I say, or milliseconds after I say the word, and it just sort of is a soft fade. So people have heard the word, and now they see the visuals sort of to complement it as well, right? Mixed with just the right amounts of city. And that's how I edit my reels, my TikToks, and my Instagram stuff, and for clients as well. Whether it's an event or some sort of product or journalistic coverage, it's critical that you're editing to the pace, and no, you don't lose story, I think, if you do it right and you have a good editor and you have a good idea and your script is sound. So I hope this makes sense. Sorry I couldn't share the full hour-long recording because, yeah, it just sort of disappeared. But I hope this is ample, and I hope that this is interesting. I mean, this is totally different. This is not something I usually do. So I hope you found this engaging, and thanks for sticking around. Have a great rest of your day. Take care.